Hey everyone, it's Amy from Vinyl Hysteria. I'm just doing a quick haul video because I realized that this Saturday is record store day and I know I'm going to be doing a haul video after that, so I thought let's just get a little video going with all the cool stuff that I've gotten over the past couple of weeks. I've been busy. I actually made my first trip to a record store in New York, Rough Trade, and I'd never been there before, and I could have bought, I could have easily taken everything in the store, but I tried to keep it to just a few records. So yeah, so basically for that trip I was going down to New York City to see Girlpool play at the Market Hotel with Palberta and Level Up and Told Slant. And so before we went to the concert, my friend and I had a little time, so we went to Rough Trade. I'd never been there, and she'd been there before. So Rough Trade was great that day for many reasons. First of all, the first record I pulled out that I wanted was this Torres and Motel Beds with Kelly Deal 7-inch. It's been on my wish list for a while now. And what's really funny is that we actually 5 minutes before going into Rough Trade had passed by Mackenzie Scott, aka Torres, outside of a vegan donut shop. So it was kind of funny that we went by her, and then I walked in and I went through the 7-inches, and this was the first thing I pulled out that I wanted. So so kind of a cool story. We've seen her in concert a few times, and she's just phenomenal. I love her. So excited to pick this one up. So that's cool. And then another 7-inch I got. This is Jenny Beth and Julian Casablancas. This is Boy Girl 7-inch. I believe, okay, this one's out on Cult Records and Pop Noir. If you know Savages, then you know who Jenny Beth is. I love her voice and I love everything she does. So I had this on my want list as well for a while, so I was happy to score a copy of this. So I got this one, and it comes with a download card, which is cool. And then another one that I picked up in the 7-inches was the Decemberists. This, I believe, was a record store day release. I'm not entirely sure, but I love the Decemberists, and I actually don't have anything from them in my collection yet. So when I saw this, I thought I'd snap that one up too. So another cool 7-inch to add to my collection. And two things I found that I was really excited about at Rough Trade. Natalie Prass. I have been a big Natalie Prass fan for a while now. I have been following her music for quite a long time, just on her website and anything that shows up online. And I saw her when she was in the supporting band for Jenny Lewis. And just, I love her voice. I love all of her music. So I was really excited when this album came out, and I just, for some reason, never ordered it. Never ordered the LP. So it's been on my want list for a while, and they had a copy of it, so I quickly snapped that up. If you don't know Natalie Prass, she's on Space Bomb Records. She's just excellent. She's got this great kind of retro vibe. I love everything that she does. It's a fantastic album, really, really good. So if you don't know her music, check her out, and then buy this album because it's that good. And then something else that I found was the Natalie Prass Side by Side. This is a live recording, and this one is a Rough Trade exclusive, so it was limited to 500 copies. So I was super excited to see this. I didn't think I'd get a chance to snatch one of these up because I didn't know that I was going to be going to Rough Trade, but then I ended up going, and luckily they had a bunch of copies, so I was really excited about that. I have not listened to this one yet, so I'm excited to give this a spin and listen to it, but everything live that I've seen her do has been excellent, so I'm sure that this record will be excellent as well. And then the biggest find, it's almost an emotional moment. I have talked before about Kwazii. I love the band Kwazii so much, and I have never found one of their records in a store. And it kind of got to be this thing where I've been to hundreds of record stores and I can never find any Kwazii on vinyl, and and so it's like, yeah, I can just very easily go online and buy some Kwazii vinyl, not a big deal. But it became like a big deal for me to try to find some on its own, like in an actual store. I kind of called it quote unquote Kwazii in the wild. So I wasn't sure when I would ever get a chance to find that, but I actually did at Rough Trade. So I was so excited to get Mole City. It's just, I love Kwazii to death. And now that I own an album that I found quote unquote in the wild, now I'm free to just snap up every album of theirs online. Within reason. I'll have to spread it out over a couple of months or something. But this is just a beautiful, I mean, look at this gatefold. I mean, seriously. Janet Weiss, Stan Coombs, I mean, just, they're so good. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover on this album. I love it. And even the inner sleeves are great. They've got some great photos and things. So, yeah, I was so excited. I had my friend document the whole experience of me finding Kwazii in the wild. Yeah, this is a band that I absolutely adore. And the really sad thing about it is that they're coming to New York, and it just so happens that when they're coming to New York, when I can actually see them, I will actually be on vacation, not anywhere near New York. So a little disappointed in that. Maybe someday I'll get to see them live. I really hope so. They've been doing a little bit more touring. They're about to re-release a bunch of recordings on vinyl, and I'm so excited about that. So I'm hoping that there's some more Kwazii goodness coming down the pike. But for now, I've got my first Kwazii record, and I'm just delighted. So, okay. So like I was saying, I was in New York to see Girlpool, and when I read that there were going to be a whole bunch of opening bands, I kind of looked them up and wanted to see more about them. And completely fell in love with all of these live YouTube videos from Told Slant. Just absolutely adored everything that I heard. I was so excited to see them live. Almost as excited as I was to see Girlpool. So thankfully, like, they were as phenomenal as they were in all the videos that I saw. And they were selling their record, this Stillwater. And this one was released in, the record itself was released in 2012. The first pressing was on black vinyl. This one is on white vinyl. And I'm going to show it to you because it's a really gorgeous, gorgeous record. So I was happy to pick this up. The only thing that kind of sucked was that I was pretty sure they wouldn't be selling merch after the show because it was the band members selling all the merch. So I thought, well, I better get it before the show. So at Market Hotel, with a lot of people dancing and getting into the music, I had to hang on to a record, which kind of, that sucked. But it's all right. It was totally worth it because look at this. This is beautiful, beautiful white vinyl. Just gorgeous. Love this. And the album is just so stunning. I love it, and I'm so excited that they're putting out another album. And it's coming out, I believe, in July. I pre-ordered it immediately because I knew I definitely want to get that. So, but yeah, so I picked this up, and it's also got a great like insert. It's actually like a really nicely done book with all the lyrics and drawings, and it's really a nice set. So I'm so happy to have this vinyl. And it was funny because I have the white second pressing, and one of my favorite record stores, Red Scroll, they always release on Tuesdays. They tell everyone what they've got in the used section for the week. So this past Tuesday they put it out, and they had Told Slant on there, and so I immediately like commented and said, is that the black one or is it the white one? Because if it's the black vinyl, I was gonna get it because it's the first pressing. And they said it was black, but it's already gone. So missed out on that, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. I'll grab a copy of it eventually. I'd like to have both. Again, I think I've said this before, I'm a completist, so I have to have both versions of it. I can't just have the one. So my cat is walking around behind the camera. So I got that, which was great. And I showed you last time, my cat's gonna put his head in the camera again. I showed you guys last time I did an unboxing of Frankie Cosmo's new album, Get Down. Get Down. Sorry about that. I did an unboxing of Frankie Cosmo's new album, Next Thing, and then Double Whammy, I guess, had come up with some more copies of her album Entropy, and that was sent over. Like Bayonet said that they had some copies of it, so so I figured, okay, let me go ahead and order that one too. So I've got Entropy now. I haven't opened it yet. I just barely gotten over a sinus infection that I've had for the past couple of weeks, so so I'm excited to open this up. I know the music really well, but I'm happy now I've got this one in my collection, so I'm going to spin this one sometime soon. So I got that, and I'm seeing Frankie at the end of the month with Eskimo, and I love Eskimo. I actually, a friend of mine, I couldn't go to the Frankie Cosmos record release party where Eskimo was playing too, because I was too sick, but she got me their new EP on CD. They don't have vinyl for the new EP, and I've just been listening to that all week, and it's really, really fantastic. So if you don't know Eskimo, I would check them out. Just beautiful music. So and then I was really sick, but I pulled myself together enough to go see Whims in New York City at Berlin. I love Whims, and they're a three-piece punk band from Seattle, and they make great music. It's just really tight. It's so good, and I always call it like punk for like the over 30 set. So I dig their music a lot, love them, and I was not going to let a sinus infection keep me from seeing them at what might be my only chance to see them, at least for the next little while. So what was really cool was, if you've ever been to the venue Berlin in New York, it's sort of this like underground basement bar, but really nice. They have some nice booths around, so you can sit if you want to, but the space is incredibly small. So if you're not sitting in a booth, you're basically, you're within a couple of feet of the stage, which was a really cool experience. The venue was fantastic. I'd never been there before. So I got to see them play, and they were fantastic, and I was really happy and excited about that. And they had all sorts of merch after the show. Rachel Radner, she's the lead vocalist and guitarist. She was selling some merch, so I was able to pick up their first full album, Repeat. This is on End of Time Records. This is actually a third pressing, and I believe that every pressing has been on slightly different vinyl, but this one is on really cool vinyl. I absolutely love the colors in this. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that splatter vinyl. It's so beautiful. And then you've got their little skateboarding hot dog, which is their little mascot guy. So I'm so happy I got to pick up this record. It was actually kind of crazy. They didn't have so many copies sitting on the merch table, and man, there were a lot of people that wanted merch afterwards, and there was no line or anything, so it was sort of haphazard, and I thought, oh shoot, I'm not gonna be able to grab one, but luckily I did. So super excited about that. And there's that list from the show. So as much as I got even more sick after going to New York and kind of staying out late and going to shows and stuff like that, it was worth it because I love Whims. So, and I finally got to see them. So I've just got one more record to show you that I got actually online. This is a compilation, excuse me, this is A Slice of Lemon, and this was Kill Rock Stars and Lookout Records, sorry. And it's got a whole bunch of different stuff on it. I mostly got it, I will admit, again, for Excuse 17, because I can't resist anything that has Excuse 17 on it. But it's got a lot of great stuff. It's got Elliott Smith, Fits of Depression, it's got, yeah, Excuse 17, Third Sex, Frumpies, Ricketts. It's got a whole bunch of good stuff on it. So I got this compilation, and it actually has a really, really great insert with it. I was happy when the person I bought it from said it came. It's kind of like a sort of a zine, and every band contributed their own artwork to their section. So let me see here. So like we've got Elliott Smith. His was nice and simple. Him, his name. But you've got all sorts of stuff. You know, some people went all out and did some really cool collaging and drawings and stuff like that. So it was really neat that they had the bands kind of come up with their own advertising in here. And here's the Excuse 17 one. So that's cool. I love that. So excited to have this compilation. And actually, I also purchased the ad poster for A Slice of Lemon. It's huge. The thing is like 24 by 36, I think. It's absolutely enormous, and it's really great colors, and it's got all the band names listed on it. And yeah, I have a whole bunch of different concert posters and record things on my walls, so I thought that would make a good addition. So I got that one as well. So yeah, that's what I picked up just over the past few weeks, actually, since my last haul video. I've definitely been busy buying records, and I have been buying up a whole bunch of pre-orders and stuff. I pre-ordered the new Julie Ruin record that's going to be out on Hardly Art. That's coming out later this year. And I also pre-ordered the Newberry Comics pink vinyl version of Bikini Kill, yeah, and actually I got a notification that shipped today, so excited to get that one in the mail. And yeah, like I said, I pre-ordered the Told Slant album as well. So a lot of good stuff coming in the mail. I'm super excited about that. And then yeah, this Saturday is record store day, so I'm still plotting my plan of attack. I'm not really excited about a ton of the releases, but there's one in particular that I really, really want, and then there are a couple of others that I'll get if I can find them. So yeah, I'm excited about Record Store Day, and I will share with you guys my experience and all that I found. And I hope you guys, if you take part in Record Store Day, have an excellent time going shopping and finding some cool stuff. So yeah, so thanks. Until next time.